folks, this is Random Article. This is a podcast where we go on Wikipedia.
I feel like we didn't have enough preamble.
Oh, okay.
We need to have a natual preamble before we intro.
My dick's gonna be crazy during this episode.
Sorry, I forgot I had to hold this now.
Yeah, I always wanted to riff like that.
Well, you can't. So
yeah,
leave this to the experts.
Yeah, it's called Cumtown, but they don't actually joke about cum almost ever.
Well, yeah.
I'm sure they do.
But not that much.
I think they recorded one stop outside of Cumtown.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a suburb of Cumtown.
Is Cumtown a parody of Harmontown?
I don't know what that is. Is that Dan Harmon?
Yeah. How do you not know who that is? Is that a joke? Were you joking?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. I was like, you're the Dan Harmon person.
I know.
That's such a damning title.
We call ourselves. I'm not proud of it. We call ourselves the Harmonies.
Wow.
The Harmonizers.
That guy is not.
No, I know.
Good enough looking to have a.
No. We're not attracted to him.
Oh, okay.
His writing is so
Speak
good.
for yourself, Alex.
He can be hot.
He's our God. You're not attracted to God.
Speak for yourself. Alex.
God is a woman, and I want to fuck her so bad.
I mean, you see Jesus up on that cross, dude is ripped.
True.
Body is tea. There's
a famous
body by
that has a joke about
crucifixion.
Jesus' abs being like kablam. But
wait, the body.
Body of Christ. Yes, please.
Well, I know the body literally is a T. I just thought about that.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. A little lowercase.
Guys, you might be noticing our enhanced audio quality. That's for one episode only before we have a month, and then I buy a bunch of other stuff. Because I'm going to get my bonus in a month, and then I'll buy real podcast equipment. But for this episode, we have real podcast equipment, and we have a very special guest. They're also our producer. Welcome, Alex Boswell.
Also comedian.
Comedian.
Comedian third, mom first.
Yeah.
Veteran second.
Yes.
And Harmony fifth.
And above all, a social conservative.
Yeah, we're going to be debating, Alex, on why Social Security should continue. We're obviously in support of it. They've said that they think...
I could be swung either way.
Well, I just thought about it. Calling myself a harmonizer is confusing because there's a band called Fifth Harmony. Do you remember them?
Do I remember them? Yeah.
You don't gotta work from home.
I was gonna say, because that's like the Gen Z version.
Yeah.
But I thought about the Gen Z version of they're gonna get rid of Social Security and then they're gonna make anti-social security.
Nailed it.
Or
nice.
social anxiety security, right? These freaking Gen Z kids, man.
Yeah, social anxiety, social cues. A lot
Do you
of
think
people
that
I know.
Has someone made that joke before?
Can't read social QAnon.
That's pretty good.
But someone made once they get rid of Social Security, we're just gonna have social anxiety.
Oh.
I mean,
that would be true. I'd be anxious about the lack of the safety net.
Yes,
yeah,
true.
And I would. But then, would you have social anxiety? You wouldn't have to remember all those numbers.
True. Yeah, my number. Well, folks, I'll just say this: there is a 69 in it, which I'm pretty happy about.
Yeah.
You just made it like magnitudes of great magnitudes easier to guess your social.
Well,
security.
luckily we're gonna edit this out. Can we edit that part out?
Maybe or not.
Don't worry, our producer will get on that.
Let's just say there's a funny number. Anyways, this is Riffipedia. This is a podcast where we riff on random Wikipedia articles. We go on Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia online, and we hit a little button that says random article, where it'll give us all kind of topics, many of them bad, and we will be forced at gunpoint to riff and make jokes about anything that could possibly come up.
It's the only way to escape our apartment and to riff with us. It's sort of a mystery science theater situation.
Yeah, and it's actually really easy to riff with us. We're pretty chill guys.
Yeah, we don't make anyone uncomfortable.
Yep.
I've kind of felt the opposite way this entire friendship. No.
Good joke.
Yeah, that's really supportive, Tom. See, that's the kind of supportive atmosphere that we're trying to put together here.
Yeah, anytime anyone says anything funny, I'm going to say, that was a good one. Way to go.
I will only do that for our, queer, women, people of color guests. white male guests, I'm not gonna crack a smile.
Oh, so you're gonna soften us up?
Yeah.
For what?
That's actually more offensive, man.
Yeah, that's kind of offensive. You're just gonna laugh at us because we're queer. You're laughing at
Well, yeah,
queer
being
people.
gay is funny.
It is.
Like,
Well, anal sex is funny.
What?
Anal sex is inherently funny because
it?
butts gives it poop.
Oh, poop is pretty
Poop's
funny.
pretty funny.
Well,
and
I
then
mean,
penises are funny, and then you put them together.
Penis, yeah, but
Penis
I mean,
funny,
sex is funny, right?
You know, like
Sex is funny.
Yeah, gay sex is funny, and missionary is sacred.
Missionary's good. I don't know why they call it missionary.
Because
Yeah, come on.
it's what the church guys do, you know?
More like missionary impossible. I can never get that thing to work.
My penis can't reach.
I can't come. Okay. I'm gonna get it. Alex, would you do us the honor of hitting the random article button for the first time?
Yes.
That was really funny, Alex.
Thank you, guys. Oh God.
And then you read the
Yeah,
title
yeah.
to us.
I can't pronounce it. Moscow Filero.
Wait, I didn't put miss the
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know you
yeah.
did. We'll copy you.
It's a
mosh
An
show.
aromatic white grape of Greek origin.
Oh, it's a variety
That's
of
pretty cool. Yeah, Mosho Filero. That's kind of good. It has a quite spicy flavor. What? With good acidity. Where's it? A fucking spicy grape?
Oh yeah, I think they have a Doritos flavor of this.
Yeah. Moshe, dude, new Moshe Filero. Dude, it's the new hot flavor that all the restaurants are coming out with.
Yeah.
It is traditionally used to make dry and bold wine with much spice and perfume. It is characterized by a, quote, rose garden bouquet, and is usually paired with fresh fruit or fruit-based desserts.
It makes still, sparkling, and dessert wines and can have characteristics similar to the muscat. It ripens late and can have problems with hot weather.
Relatable. Right? I ripened late and
buddy, you know, I've got a lot of condensation on me.
Yeah, I'm soaked right now.
It is the grape required to make the Mantineapedia Blanc de Gris wines.
Yeah.
I didn't know Greece had grapes, like their own.
Well, I think I did because it's always guys in those white robes getting fed grapes by a servant, like one by one, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what they're doing in Greece. But they
I
have
guess it makes sense.
It grows in Northern California at the Abbey of New Clairvaux. It was originally imported in 1948 by Harold Olmo, a grape breeder. This guy's a grape breeding king.
That's an awesome job.
Yeah.
I wish I could be a grape breeder.
Yeah, I don't let anyone do that anymore. Now fucking AI has all the grape
They
breeding
did
jobs.
eugenics on a grape.
True.
It'd be crazy to meet, like you're dating someone and they're like, I can't really, I don't really have time to date right now. I've got to go breed grapes in my basement.
Can you dress as a grape?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a good opportunity, I feel like, to talk about wine people are weird.
See, I really wanted to talk about my sisterhood of the traveling pants, but that's like an A to B kind of thing. And you guys.
We'll get there eventually. Well, yeah, I don't know if you know. I've seen the future. That article's going to come up.
You've seen what?
The movie, The Sister of Traveling Pants, is going to be
The next article?
It's the next article, yeah.
Oh shit.
Well, that's exciting. But yeah, you think wine people are weird, Tom? Elaborate.
I think. Well, the real take on wine people is I feel like wine people use, like, they're like, oh, I love the taste of this. This tastes so good, but they're just kind of like alcoholics. And they're covering for it in a classy, intelligent way.
I like how your like impression of the wine guy is, tastes good. I'm getting notes of good in this wine.
Is this the good wine or what?
They're really good at like space work because they do this with the glass.
Oh yeah,
And
they're
wine
constantly
people, they're like,
yeah.
yes.
I don't think you should be driving a spaceship if you're drunk on wine.
Well, all the wine people learned to use the glass by using those fushigi balls that they spin.
Oh, dude, I had a fushigi as a kid. It was awesome. Mostly because it was the hardest ball in my house. So if you threw it at someone, it would really hurt.
What is it? Is it made of glass?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was very heavy.
Yeah, I feel like that's dangerous, like for kids and shit, because if you drop it, it'll break, and then you just have like a ball that's spiky. Like,
Yeah, it never broke. It was pretty sturdy.
Oh, nice.
We definitely threw it. It was harder than the lacrosse ball, you know? So it's kind of the next step in the evolution.
No, I agree. I kind of agree with you. I think being like a wine enthusiast is kind of made up for rich. It's like for rich people who are bored.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You run out of stuff to do or buy, so you're like, oh, I'm gonna drink this red water a lot and then talk about it.
No, it's true. My aunt, like, she is pretty rich, and she kind of quit her job and then is now becoming like what is it
A
called?
sommelier.
Yeah.
And Alex's aunt, please come on the pod.
I don't drink any wine that doesn't come out of a bag.
True.
What about a box wine?
That's disgusting.
Well, it's box wines in a bag.
Yeah, that is actually.
Yeah, but
how
it's
that
also
works.
in a box.
True. No one's talking about that.
Yeah.
Could you in a bag? Could you in
Here,
a box?
my last take in this article, the grapes, the Mocho Filero grapes have a, quote, quite spicy flavor. Is that white person spicy or actually spicy? Am I right?
Yeah, it's ketchup, wine.
Yeah, white people really be eating grapes and going, too hot for me, I can't handle it.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say in college I was called box wine Boswell.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's so cool. I wish people had fun nicknames for me.
Well, you weren't.
Well, I mean, they had insulting nicknames for you.
Yeah, I know. Nobody said it to your face.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, that's
They
creepy
called
Tom.
me,
Guy who hits on my sister Tom.
True. That did have a. Never mind. Oh.
Okay.
Well, I was just gonna say I had a thing in like college where I'd be like, oh, this guy's sister's hot, but like maybe it's like I liked him so much, and then anyways,
What?
Wait.
I just noticed this thing where 2 or 3 of my friends, I specifically remember thinking that their sister, older or young, like within our age range, was attractive. And I realized it was because I liked my friend a lot, and then that was like a female form.
So
of
the
my
girl
friend.
wasn't actually attractive, you just like your friend, or?
Sometimes they were attractive, but sometimes I just noticed it was a thing, and I didn't really want to think. It was like I didn't really want to dig deeper into
Yeah,
that.
I gotta say, I've never felt that way.
Well, she was within your age range.
Yeah, that was the most important thing.
Yep, and within Tom's age range, 10 up or 10 down.
Yeah, this is a pretty short article. There's like nothing.
I do like
to
this.
say.
This is a cute article. I think this is
No, it's a
article.
cute little guy. Like, there's no problem with it.
Yeah.
Perfect for.
I'm gonna hit the button. My laptop's gonna die in this episode.
Oh no.
HP Business Service Automation was a collection of software products for data center automation from the HP software division of the Hewlett-Packard Company. The products could help information technology departments create a common enterprise-wide view of each business service, enable the automation of change and compliance across all devices that make up a business service, connect IT processes and coordinate teams via common workflows, and integrate with monitoring and ticketing tools to form a complete integrated business service management solution. HP now provides many of these capabilities as part of the HP Business Service Management software and solutions.
Yeah, this is an awesome article.
This sounds pretty interesting.
This is sick. But this is one of those things where I'm like, I guess it's a software product, but it doesn't really need its own article. But yeah, this is one of those things where like, this probably does something, but all the words are just nonsense buzzwords that they like put in there. But it is like bullshit in a way.
IT no longer
Workflows.
competes against past practices and cost structures. IT now competes against the cost structures of cloud computing and software as a service provider and hosts. Yeah, dude. This feels like I'm reading the Robot Bible.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. It's like this is if you're reading this and you're like a fucking computer, you're getting so it's like smut to them.
I wonder if Jim from The Office uses HP Business Service Automation.
I like was a collection of software products. Like that's how they would describe it. Like a dead guy. I was like, oh, was an actor. I wonder what happened. I wonder.
Well, now it's part of the HP Business Service Management software and solutions.
I converted.
Yeah.
To Judaism.
It just sounds like one of those like videos that you have to watch at work.
Yeah, this is just bullshit. What I think this actually does is there's all kind of like background nonsense things that manually someone would have to like click a bunch of buttons to allow software to work, and then they just automated it in one program. And then but this is the shit. This is like whenever someone I talk to somebody and they're like, oh, I'm a software engineer, I make $500,000 a year, and then I ask them what they do, they just say these sentences verbatim, and I kind of glaze over and stop paying attention.
Yeah, maybe the HP CEO is next, but
Yeah. HP CEO, I think, what is a woman? Was a woman?
HP CEO, is that the color? That's like the... Oh.
HP CEO, what is that, a freaking STD?
It sounds like something you guys have.
Yeah, Health Points Business Service Automation.
Yeah, HP means have penis. And
I do think maybe the HPC is a woman. I don't want to Google it though, because it's against the rules.
Oh, it's against the rules.
Well, I mean, yeah. Also, HP software.
you can hover over linked articles, but you cannot click them.
I clicked on software because I didn't know what that was.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, I'm more of a hardware guy. I'm rock hard.
Yeah, that's not the only hard you like.
Yep. I like challenge. I like a challenge.
Business service management.
HP operations orchestration sounds like a military guy.
We might have to cut this segment.
Yeah, well, I will keep in a little bit of it, but I'm gonna hit the random article
Why
button.
is it too boring?
It's just nonsense.
Yeah.
Nothing's landing here.
Well, they're
It
nonsense.
doesn't
Yeah.
make sense at all.
We'll trim it down to what's
Sorry.
reasonable. I'm gonna hit the random article button. Oh, Tiogo Mossy.
Tiogo.
Mossy is a town in the Kodugu department of Bul Kiemde province in central Burkina Faso. The town has a population of 1,121 people as of 2005.
That is the entire article, folks.
Yep, it's not been updated since 2010. We can hover over, where is Burkina Faso? West Africa.
Yeah.
Bordered by Mali and Niger and Benin, and Togo and Ghana. It's bordered by a lot. It kind of has a lot of borders.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting.
This, also the picture for this article is an Apple Maps screenshot with no locations or anything around it. It's just a blue dot on a road. There's no effort.
It's giving me a lot. I can picture what the town is like.
Yeah, it's a big shadow on a blue dot with a blue dot over it. Everyone's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, this.
I thought it was Tiogo Mossy. Sounds like a soccer player.
Yeah.
It sounds like a guy, not a town.
He's Leone Messi's kind of gross brother.
He's just Wario.
He's covered in green growth.
Yeah.
It's actually very soft to the touch.
I like this. I like Tiogo as a name, or Tiago. That's just a nice name.
Yeah,
Tiago.
Tiago Splitter.
Yeah, that's a guy.
Yeah.
And then Mossy is like a last name.
Okay, well listen to these coordinates. 12,
Okay.
3317, great number. North 23885 west.
Well,
Wait,
if
is that-
you guys have to send a missile at Tiogo Mossi, you now have the coordinates.
Wait, so 12? How high up is 12? Is this really near the center of the Earth?
Not the center of, you mean the equator?
Well, because it's 12 north and 2 west. So how many? Is that?
Yeah, I mean it's above the equator.
Yeah, but it's also right. The west things. It's right,
Yeah, it's kind of near
it's where it starts.
near the prime meridian.
Yeah. Dude, the Amazon Prime Meridian. They bought the naming rights.
That would be a bummer.
Yeah, that would be dark. Why is it? This article's also been translated into 4 fucking languages.
Which languages?
Francois.
Yeah, French,
Arabic, Persian. No, not Arabic. Sorry. It's Arabic strip, but it's South Azerbaijani.
and in Tiogo Mossi.
See, it should be in Tiago Mossy.
That seems like the language.
And French perfectly makes sense. South Azerbaijani. I mean, who's that for?
I'm gonna start saying instead of Canada, I'm gonna be like, this country's getting out of control. I'm gonna move to Tiogo Mossy.
Yeah. Yeah, when freaking Drumpf wins again in 2020,
Yeah.
I'm moving to Tiago
Tiogo
Mossy.
Mossy.
It has a population of 1,122 after I lived there. Okay. Matt or Alex.
You think they got hot girls there?
Probably at least a couple.
Yeah.
I mean, just statistically speaking.
Yeah.
I think Mossy means hot.
Yeah.
It does.
Really?
No.
Oh.
I'm
Why
sorry.
would Alex
Moss
know that?
Pericone's hot. He's listening to this. He's a good looking guy. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say that it would be so cool to be a hot girl. And I mean that
It
in a
would
normal
be.
way.
It
but
would be.
Yeah, just to know that you're hot and a girl.
Yeah.
Pretty
Or
cool.
you could just be a hot guy. Would be kind of cool.
Yeah, but even if you're a hot guy, it's like you still have to be a laborer or something.
Yeah. Well, hot women don't have jobs.
Well, they do
hot
now,
women
but by
don't do
choice.
anything.
They're useless.
I'm just saying, even if you're a hot guy, it's like, well, how much money?
They're
do you
just
make?
there to look pretty.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Alex,
why don't you hit that random article button?
get us out of here.
More like Burkina Faso boring. Let's move on.
We're canceled for that one.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you got the article for Jesus Christ?
Well, dude, if we got the article for Jesus, I'd be stoked.
Kuzu Pin.
Wait, yeah, we gotta show.
Oh,
us.
yeah. It's a neighborhood of the town.
Kazoop, Kazoopanon, Kazoop. Oh, it's in Turkey.
Yeah, it's in Turkey.
It's a neighborhood in Turkey. This one, the population is 194 as of 2021.
We're getting a lot of towns.
Yeah, that happens a lot. We've actually been super lucky the first 3 episodes. We've had pretty good articles, but this is the average article on Wikipedia. I just like a Kazoop, Kazoopadari.
Its population is 194.
Oh my god.
The coordinates 40.9162 north and 42.4806 east. See, not near the
So
center.
it's just a neighborhood. It's not even.
No, yeah, it's just a neighborhood.
Yeah, I'm gonna hover over the gold. It's in the gold district.
I wonder what the suburbs are like in Turkey.
It's in Ardahan province. Yeah, this is where it's a neighborhood, but it's not part of like a city, right? Like it's not like, you know what I mean? Like if there's a neighborhood.
I mean,
like,
yeah. Is this an article about like a block in some town?
That's
It's
what it's. Oh.
There's only 194 people there. Like it's just like a city
Wait,
block.
hold your mouse over Ardahan province. That that looks nice. You see that picture?
Oh shit, yeah.
That looks really fucking cool.
But it's really just a picture of the sky. It's not really selling me
yeah.
on Ardahan.
Well,
province.
I just like the way the land looks.
Oh,
and then there's
they got
It's
the
like,
sky in
Dune
Turkey.
too.
Yeah,
That's so
it's like this
impressive.
like white desert. It's awesome. Looks really nice. I would have a painting of that in my apartment.
Yeah, well, let's hit that button again. Let's just get out of here real quick.
This is crazy.
I got it, folks. Leda Manasulu 1966 film
Okay.
is a 1966 Indian Telugu language film directed by Krishnan Panju and produced by A.V. Mayappan under AVM Productions banner. The film stars Haranath Jamuna and Kadi Padmini. It is a remake of the 1965. They remade
no,
the
keep
film
going, keep going.
1 year Tamil film Kuthai Dayum Devaimum, which itself was an adaptation of the 1961 film The Parent Trap.
Yeah.
In turn, based on Eric Kastner's 1949 German novel Lisa and Lottie. The film was released on 16 September 1966.
So this is The Parent Trap, but it's Indian Telugu language.
Trap.
Okay, here's my thing is I didn't know this. Apparently, so I guess the first Parent Trap's a 1949 German novel. So some guy 4 years after the Holocaust in Germany is like, what if twins were separated at birth by divorced parents?
Look, Tom, they're trying to move on from the tragedy.
I'm hovering over Eric Kastner. I wonder if this fuck was a Nazi. No, he seems cool. Never mind. Sorry, Emil, Eric Kastner. You seem nice. But this is The Parent Trap, and then the twins are Padmini, which means puppy, or it's their nickname, and Lalitha, which is nicknamed Lolly.
Maybe Nancy Meyers based her film off of this movie specifically.
Yeah. Also, it's crazy that The Parent Trap came out in 1961, and I didn't even know about that.
The Parent Trap is kind of a tale as old as time. Since caveman days, children have been switching places after meeting each other at a summer camp.
Seemingly, it's universal. Seemingly, every single language on Earth can relate to
Every
trap.
culture, every major religion has a Parent Trap story.
But we can all agree it wasn't significant until Lindsay Lohan stepped onto the screen.
True. That's actually true.
You gotta feel like when Lindsay Lohan got the job on Parent Trap over the Olsen twins knew it was finished for them.
Is that really that happened?
I mean, the Olsen twins existed at the time.
No, I
No,
know.
yeah, it is crazy that they didn't get cast in that movie because they're twins, and
Yeah.
Lindsay Lohan just played two
Yeah.
people incredibly.
They're like, wait,
Yeah.
instead of these twins, we can just bring in one extremely talented child.
Yeah.
Well, the issue is the Olsen twins couldn't do a British accent, neither of them, so they couldn't have that plot. That's what I'm wondering how it fits into here. Who did the British accent in this movie? Because that's kind of the major part of the Parent Trap.
Well, it's probably like they
They
did like
probably didn't do that.
No, it was a joke. It's a joke.
they're doing very
It's
slightly.
like, are you stupid? That would
I
be
mean, it is an
crazy.
Indian film. Like, if they're like going to another country, if one parent lives in another country, Britain is probably the most likely place. You
Yeah.
know, just
Well,
in terms of the cultural exchange.
It's probably like, I'm Telugu and you're Tamil. We'll never get along. That's probably the plot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know enough about the presumably rich history of those like ethnic groups, so.
Well, that's why I always repeat this whenever I want to seem smart. But like the provinces in India are incredibly different from one another. So everyone thinks of like the major like Calcutta, like these very specific places, but there's like so many different languages and political movements and activities happening in India. It's a huge country.
Yeah, dude, they have like a million
Tribes.
people.
They got a bajillion people, man.
One of the twins' names is Puppy.
Yep. Also, I like the whole plot is just one sentence, and then there's like, this article needs an improved plot summary.
I mean, I feel like we get the gist of it.
Yeah, once they said the Parent Trap, I'm like, oh, I know exactly.
Yeah, they
what it
reunite
is.
their parents. It makes sense to me.
I like the guy on the poster on the left who's like,
Yeah.
he's making a big happy face, and then the guy on the right's very stern and has a mustache and a scar. He kind of looks like Harry Potter.
AVN Productions is an Indian film production studio founded by.
A.V. Mayappan, the guy.
Yeah, his name is AVN.
It's the oldest film studio in India.
Wow, so this guy's like the Louis B. Mayer of India.
Oh my god.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Well,
This movie probably rocks.
Leda Manasulu, we'd love to have you on the pod. The
Yeah.
whole movie. It's
Although the translation, as translated, that means tender hearts.
Aw.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And I'll hit the
Alright, hit the
Yeah,
but
sorry,
I'm tired of this shit.
I feel like I'm not in the riff zone.
Oh, you'll get there.
Yeah.
Because we got Rukaya Gan. Rukaya Gan is a former village development committee in Jarko district in the Karnali province of Nepal. At the time of the 1991 census, we're getting way back, 34 years, it had a population of 2,364, living in 442 households. That's about...
Now they say it's a former village development committee, and in 1991 there were 2,000 people living there. Since presumably wiped off the map, those people are all dead.
It is like a township.
Wow.
They don't explain what happened.
Yeah, this is a crazy article. Like, this is a crazy... Why would this article even...
Jamestown.
Yeah, they're all former. They must have got rid of the idea of a village development committee as a form of government. Because there's a bunch of formal ones.
We should write a teen mystery about this.
Yeah.
Or all of the teens are like hot and then they all die.
It's kind of like Paper Towns. Right?
Oh yeah. No.
Well, they don't die in Paper
Paper
Towns, but they're all
Towns.
hot.
It's kind of like it's kind
But
of
she just disappears because she's like sad.
She Gone Girls, yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
Is it,
It's kind of a twist on the... Keep going, what are you going to say?
you were literally in the middle of saying that.
I read the Wikipedia page for Paper Towns once because I saw the ads and I never watched it. I wanted to know what it was about, and it's like John Green twisting like the Manic Pixie Dream Girl thing, where the girl
Yeah.
doesn't want the guy to find. I don't know.
And it's got Nat Wolff from the Naked Brother Band.
True.
Yeah.
He's hot. We watched. He's in the what's it called movie, or is that Alex Wolf?
That was Alec Wolf.
No, Alex Wolff and
We watched
Older.
Pig.
oh Pig.
We all watched Pig together.
He was also an old.
Yeah, old. I said
Oh,
older.
yeah.
He's
Yeah.
an old.
The
What, you
beach
called
that
it
makes
older?
the
Yeah.
beach that makes you older. Are you fucking kidding me?
Every beach.
Are you
It
stupid?
makes you older.
Yeah, I get older at the beach every time I go to the beach, man.
Look, what's happening?
Sometimes multiple hours are removed from my lifespan.
Did
My
you
time
like
at the beach.
old?
I never saw that shit.
I didn't see old.
Somebody
Oh,
spoiled the
yes.
twist, and I was like, I
Well,
don't need to.
It doesn't really need to have a twist. It's the
M. Night
movie is called Old.
Shyamalan is the twist guy.
No, the twist. Well, it's not a twist, but it's somebody spoiled the explanation of why the beach makes you old.
Well, that doesn't seem that important to like the
It's
enjoyment of
really
that.
not.
Well, you know,
It kind of just delivers the premise, which is the beach that makes you
the
old.
beach does. They're not
It's
lying.
exactly what
Yeah.
it says on the
They
tin.
never. I just like. Well, was that the actual tagline, or was that just people on Twitter?
No, that's just
making
people
fun of it?
saying.
No,
Okay.
yeah.
Old, the beach that makes you old.
That was the original like subtitle for the movie, like the
Is that his?
old : the beach that makes you old.
This beach a little bit different than other beaches.
I like it. Movies are too complicated today.
I think
like
it's
that
a
it
fine
just-
film.
Yeah.
A movie should be about
it's-
one thing, and this one was about the beach that makes you old.
Yeah,
Why
that's
is it-
awesome.
With M. Night Shyamalan's filmography, he's not trying to like win an Oscar or anything. He's just like, oh, I have an idea for a movie. I'm gonna make a movie.
He's a
People go see it.
Spielbergian populist.
Yes.
And then he just shows up in his movies too.
Oh,
He's
really?
like, wouldn't it be crazy?
Yeah, he's
if
in
I-
like all of them, right?
Yeah, and
Oh.
he's the bus driver.
Who's he in that Split?
In Split, I don't know.
I
haven't seen
can't
Split.
remember.
He's one of the personalities. Well, there's a second where that guy, I forget his name, James. The guy who's in
the
Split.
main guy from Split, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he does an Indian accent for a little bit. And you're like, whoa, what the hell? That's M. Night Shyamalan, though, dubbed in.
James
McAvoy?
McAvoy?
Yes, yes.
McAvoy. I was gonna say James A. Caster.
Oh wow! I was saying he's
Okay.
also. I know him and stuff, and I'm like, oh, dude, that's Professor X whenever he's young in those movies.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I love those movies.
I remember Dark Phoenix.
I didn't watch that.
Okay, it's a crazy movie.
I watched the First Class and then Days of Future Past.
It
good.
stars Sophie Turner.
As Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
Who? How do I?
She's
know?
the
Game of
redhead girl
Thrones.
from Game of Thrones.
She was married to Joe Dennis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's cool though. She's not the Jonas Brothers' wife that sucks. That's
That's
Who was that?
Priyanka Chopra.
Priyanka Chopra.
Why did
sucks.
she
She's
suck?
like a supporter of
Israel and shit.
bad
Oh.
stuff.
And she's like
Oh.
maybe trans. She just like has all the. She's all the like. She's like all
Is
the.
she like a Modi supporter or something?
Oh yeah, she's a super. Yeah, she's like the opposite of Deb
She's
Patel.
like like extremely rich, Indian person, like
Who
from
supports-
like the ultra wealthy.
Yeah.
Who supports like the
layer of
fascist
society.
government that Dev Patel's monkey man was pushing back against.
Wow.
But you gotta say she's bad. You gotta hand it to the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, she's hot.
Wait, hot people can be bad?
No, not in my movies.
Hot people are always bad.
Okay, because some of these are cool.
Anyway, I think this village is epic. And
Yeah, they should have a fucking real map for this village and not just a dot on a line.
it kind of looks like a penis, right?
Yeah.
Not really.
No.
What?
No,
It looks like a penis.
Is
It
that
looks
what
like
your
a-
penis
it looks
looks
like
like, Tom?
yeah, I have so many STDs. It's all fucked up down there. It looks like the thing from the Fantastic Four's penis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, it's like-
now we're speaking my language. Okay.
Because it looks like it has like hair.
Yo, I feel really bad for that blind woman the Thing's dating. She's like, I'm dating a regular guy, and everyone's like, I'm not telling her about that.
Well, I like the Hulk like could Hulk out and change into that. The Thing's just stuck like that.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Well, the Hulk is still way worse. He can't control it and kills everybody. The Thing is at least able to be a guy still.
Yeah, the Thing's pretty nice.
The Thing, he's a chill dude. Like he's.
Didn't M. Night make the Fantastic Four with Miles Teller or no?
No, he didn't.
Who
I
made
actually
that?
read that Wikipedia, but it's a guy who has not made anything else. I think.
Oh yeah, that movie's.
Because
he made
it's like a non-movie. Like
He
doesn't
made-
even like none of it
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
any sense.
He made like a Halloween movie, or he made like a horror movie that was maybe made money but wasn't very good. But I read the Wikipedia page for that recently because I've been playing fucking this video game called Marvel Rivals, and there's the new Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, it's
And I-
time,
and I was-
for Fantastic Four to
the
come
crazy,
back.
The crazy thing about the old Fantastic Four, the 2015, is Tim Heidecker is in it and Chet Hanks are in it.
What?
Both of them are in it as like side characters.
The Miles
Damn.
Teller one?
Chet
Yes.
Hanks should be the
Chet
human.
Hanks is in it.
Chet Hanks
and
should be
Tim
the Human
Heidecker's in it.
Torch.
I don't remember.
And-
Tim.
Imagine if the Human Torch was doing, speaking patois. Like that'd be crazy.
And then Michael B. Jordan is in it, and the one woman in it is good. I forget her.
Michael B. Jordan was a good Human Torch casting.
It's
Even
a
Miles
great
Teller was a
casting.
good casting.
It-
I didn't like who they got for the Thing. It was some like skinny dude.
Oh yeah.
They didn't get it.
Well, so the plot of it too is I think they're like in their 20s and they discover the fantastic powers or something. It's like an
Yeah.
origin story, but apparently like the writing and directing is what sucked.
Well, no, like the movie just like doesn't make like nothing happens. Like
Yeah.
they get their powers and like Doctor Doom's sort of around and
Oh, yeah.
nothing happens.
They also
the
use
last
Doctor
2
Doom.
minutes is like the battle, like.
Yeah, there's like a battle, but it's like incomprehensible
Yeah.
and like nothing happens.
Yeah, it's not like when they had the Silver Surfer and I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, look, give me a guy.
Also,
Give me-
Silver Surfer's a hero.
Well, he's a complicated figure. Type.
Okay, yeah, I'll get the fun.
He's
Yeah.
the Herald of Galactica. Okay.
Like UCB Herald. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I thought Harold was spelled like Herald Square for a while.
Okay. Ish. Audio drama.
Wow. This is gonna be awesome.
It's a Big Finish Productions audio drama based on the long-running British science fiction television series Doctor Who.
Nice. Plot: the Sixth Doctor and Perry attend a conference of lexicographers.
Wow, that sounds so fun.
What's that? Like, yeah, what's a
Lexicographer, what is that? Probably like a language thing, like lexicon.
Yeah.
The study of lexicon.
At a college where an unfortunate murder has occurred, as opposed to a fortunate murder.
Yep, that's right. That's like when that's when, you know, look, I'm not gonna say the recent fortunate murder in our history, the news.
My husband.
The one that happened outside me and Matt's house.
Yeah.
Yep.
The victim
Don't
was
dox us.
The victim was a perfectionist linguist. Aren't they all? Compiling the galaxy's biggest dictionary, nerd, and also a personal friend of the Doctor.
Yeah, I've got the galaxy's biggest dictionary.
But the only suspect is her holographic assistant named Book. Okay, non-binary character introduced to the Doctor.
Wow, 2002. All right, pretty good.
The omniverbum is the mythical longest word in existence.
Oh.
Wow. According to records, no one has ever found the omniverbum, or its sentient affix-ish has lived to tell. There's the word so long that it kills you.
That's kind of cool. So it's like the joke from Monty Python. That's so funny it kills you, kind of.
Mm-hmm. Except one. Book found the ish on an obscure world. Sorry.
Book
Now,
found
I
the ish.
like how they set us up like that. No one has ever lived to tell the tale, except for the guy that did.
Well, it's holographic. It's a computer.
No. Well, yeah. Sorry, they.
Non-binary people are computers.
Book found the ish on an obscure world and accidentally brought it back to the college as per his programming. But now it's escaped the word and is out to cause havoc on the speech centers of the human brain unless the Doctor can stop it.
It's like a parasite word.
Perry is in a different kind of danger.
So is this an evil word? I'm so confused.
Wait, read the next episode.
It's the galaxy's most powerful slur.
Yeah, it's
It's offensive to everyone.
Superfragicalistic XPL.
Perry is in a different kind of danger, swiftly falling in with a so-called word anarchist named Warren.
Also,
a guy who's like, language can be whatever you want. Leave Lord, leave Lord, leave Lord.
That's whenever I'm not a stand-up.
He's so brave. He's such a maverick.
I'm not a stand-up comedian. I'm a word anarchist. I break the word.
I think words can mean anything. When I say I want a sandwich, I actually mean I want pizza. I can mean anything.
Oh, it also says at the bottom, anyone who listened to this lives in their mom's basement.
The word anarchist named Warren, she might come face to face with the slowly degenerating Book, who is distraught and unhinged over his master's death by possibly his own hands. Distraught and unhinged enough to kill her?
Wow.
4 dots.
Length 2 hours and 10 minutes. We were joking. This is creative.
No, yeah,
It's a creative,
fun.
fun science fiction plot.
Yeah,
True.
Doctor Who. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I haven't seen any of it.
I saw the new one that has Nicola Coughlan in it because my mom likes Nicola Coughlan, so they watched it. It seemed okay,
No,
but also the production value's gone way up.
Is Nicola Coughlan like a main person in it, or was she?
She's
just
the woman in it. She's like the love interest.
She's the companion. I thought it was that other lady.
No, so she's like a hot chick or something in it.
Okay.
She's like, I don't know what she does in it. I didn't really watch that part.
I've never seen Doctor Who because this girl in high school said she was watching it and I didn't like her, so I was like, I'm never gonna watch that shit.
Yeah, I think everyone who watches Doctor Who kind of sucks.
Except for the Community joke, like the Inspector Spacetime.
They also do they do the same jokes in Rick and Morty as a bunch of. I think Dan Harmon must be a fan because Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Wait, hover over Colin Baker who played the Doctor. I get that this is an audio production, but he's just not a very good looking man.
That's why he's in audio work.
Yeah.
He kind of looks like.
That's why we're in audio.
He probably has a really sexy voice.
He looks like Chevy Chase.
He looks like Chevy. Yeah.
Well,
true.
now,
He does look like. No, he does. He actually. I like him more than Chevy Chase though.
Why? What'd he do?
Nicole Bryant is hot.
Well, my problem with Chevy Chase is that I think he was too mean to his family on that vacation.
Yeah. And when he went to Vegas, he's a horrible gambling problem.
I don't understand.
He should never gone to Vegas.
I don't understand how you can be married to such a beautiful woman and still be looking at the lady in the other car. You know?
I get this. This is followed by this audiobook in the series is followed by an episode called "The Rapture." That's the next thing to happen.
That's probably the last episode.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, well, they all go to heaven. So
Yeah,
it's fine.
actually, it's a joyous occasion.
Yeah.
So does the Doctor? Who's the Doctor?
Yes.
Colin Baker.
No, yeah. Okay. Does the doctor fuck in these or no?
I don't think the
In my
doctor.
fan
I don't think the
fiction,
doctor
he does.
fucks.
Whenever I'm making on my Tumblr blogs, the doctor can't stop fucking.
The doctor, I think, is asexual, basically.
I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's predatory if the doctor were to fuck any of the humans he hangs out with.
Yeah, I think any doctor that is.
Well,
sex is
the
a predator.
new doctor is like a hot guy now, right? They have like that hot dude.
They're usually kind of hot.
They're like British and they're like.
Yeah, they're
British
usually
hot.
like British hot. Now they got
That's-
they got an
They
actual
look like
hot
Benedict
guy.
Cumberbatch.
No, yeah, that is a specific type of hot where it's like, it's too much.
I mean, it's like Matt Smith.
Who's that?
He's
Sounds
he was Doctor Who. He's now in like House of the Dragon, and he's like a weird looking guy. Like I could see how you could find him hot, like theoretically.
It's like this. They're not British, but like the Skarsgård.
Oh yeah.
It's like they are hot, but if you really look a little bit closely,
That's generous. The
They look
Skarsgård, you have to be like a bit like nerdier. Like I don't know. There's like a
Benedict Cumberbatch
No,
is a
no,
good
the
example.
clown,
Or Eddie
the-
Redmayne. Eddie Redmayne looks
who's
like
the
that.
clown that played the Skarsgård that plays
Oh, that
Pennywise?
creepy looking one.
Yeah, he looks British hot.
I like
Yeah,
how I like
he
how the Skarsgårds
Yeah.
have like a fucked up one that they like keep in a closet for certain roles.
Yeah, they have the one from
Yeah.
Succession and Zoolander.
Yeah, we
No,
have
yeah,
our beautiful brother, and we also have the chained up in the basement grotesque boy. If
No,
you want him
literally.
instead.
That's who I was referencing, not the hot guy from Succession. I was talking about like
You're talking Bill Skarsgård.
Bill Skarsgård, who is like the
Yeah, he's
literally
Nosferatu.
Pennywise.
Oh yeah.
And Nosferatu. That's crazy.
Well, that's crazy that Alexander Skarsgård is in he's in The Northman, which is Robert Eggers.
Oh my
He's
God.
The Northman, which is great. I love that movie.
That
But then
movie's
Bill
great.
Skarsgård's in Nosferatu. That guy just loves that family.
I mean, I love that family.
True. I liked. Do you know the opening scene of Zoolander where there's like the young model group that are all kind of not that big in the
Yeah.
movie? I would always watch that scene and get sad because I was like, oh, this movie came out in 2000. None of those actors did anything other than be like in Zoolander for 5 minutes. But then I realized that Alexander Skarsgård's one of the guys, and I'm like, it's okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Everything turns out okay.
One of the models is doing all right.
Yeah, I didn't look up the other
The
one.
rest of them are all dead. But
Yeah, and that gas fight.
I'm glad. That was
The rest
actually.
of them are still hot and not doing.
Yeah, they're hot in hell
They're in SAG.
where they're dead. In hell.
You hit the next one, man?
I'm hitting it. Brant Boyer is an American former professional football linebacker and coach who is the special teams coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers of the National Football
That's
League
pretty cool.
or the NFL.
He is right now.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
special teams coach. Let's see, he was drafted by the Jaguars in the expansion draft. That's kind of interesting. A 6th round draft choice. Yeah, special teams coach. Let's see the early life. No,
I will say, I
from
think
Utah.
it would suck to get drafted in the expansion draft because you're like, why can't like I'm on this new team. You know, I don't even know this team. It
I
would
mean,
suck.
I think it sucks because it's the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Exactly,
But I
yes.
guess like they
He also was in the Browns for 3 seasons.
Well, this guy was. I mean, if I was on the Jaguars and then the Browns, I would quit football.
He was the special teams coach for the New York Jets for a while.
No, well, he blew it.
Yeah, they were very good. Well, I guess they did have good special teams. They had that guy.
Yeah, Nick Folk was really good for a long time.
Well, they had a good kick return, didn't they?
At some point, I'm sure. I forget.
Their current one's pretty good, but
Let's see. He seems like a pretty unremarkable player. Let's check out the coaching
he
career.
got paid some mills. Probably rich. He
Well,
played. He
yeah,
was a
no.
starter.
So with the Jets, the special teams were always good in 2021, despite the Jets' 4-13 record.
What is
Boyer's
this?
special teams squad ranked 2nd in the NFL according to DVAO, which I don't know what that is.
Wow, he just started. Matt, he was a special teams coordinator for the Jets this year. After 9 years with the Jets, he was named special teams coordinator for the 49ers. On
Okay, that's why I recognize his name. I don't happen to keep up with our special teams coordinators very much. Yeah, I guess he left us. Probably
To
Aaron
join-
Rodgers demanded he be fired for some personal petty
to join a
reason.
better team, probably.
Yeah. Anyway,
What were you gonna ask?
What's a special team?
it's a special squad of very special boys who does special positions on football.
So what it actually is? Well, they all wear gold stars on their shirts.
They're the guys who kick the ball.
So yeah, so it's not offense or defense. So it's the transition between the two. So they have you can be an offensive player or a defensive player, but it's either you're tackling a guy receiving a kick, or you're blocking for a guy receiving a kick, or you're receiving a kick, or you're kicking a field goal or punting.
I feel like my explanation was better. It's the guys who kick the ball.
The guys who kick the ball.
They-
Or
it's
on
the
the
only
field
football.
while the ball is being kicked.
It's the foot in football, really.
Wow.
The foot is what they run on, actually.
True.
Most football players do have feet.
They
Yeah.
do?
Most of them.
Okay.
I
Except,
mean,
except whenever Oscar Pistorius was the lead for a little bit.
Well, he like ran like a 40 in pads and like accidentally killed his girlfriend or something.
Yeah.
Remember Oscar Pistorius?
That guy sucks.
Well,
I think that guy.
Well, I think he's pretty cool.
That was like we can't be. This is like not an original take with Bill Burr or somebody. It's this fucking joke, but like he's running on those blades, so he can't like if you're running and you're sprinting, you feel calf pain, but he couldn't feel calf pain. That's like an unfair advantage.
Is there a football player who loves his wife?
Yeah,
No.
Some of them.
Some of them, but most of them are horribly violent, brutal sickos.
I guess
Josh
Travis
Allen. Well, no, he's not married. Never mind.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say
Josh
Travis
Allen
Kelce.
would love his wife.
He's dating Haley Steinfeld.
Oh yes, I actually just realized who that person
I
was.
mean, Patrick Mahomes loves his wife.
Too much.
Yeah.
And she sucks.
Despite her whole thing.
She's bad.
who is
Patrick Mahomes' wife, Brittany Mahomes, she's just like an annoying, like conservatively.
She's conservative. She's so my big gripe is
Blonde.
He met her in high school whenever he was like I guess not that cool, and they started dating, and she was like the cheerleader, like captain of the cheerleading team or something in high school. But like, I don't think you should end up with your high school sweetheart, especially if you're a pro football player. You can
Oh
do
no!
better.
Why would you date someone who you have all that shared background and history with? That seems like such an unwise move.
I don't know. I don't like that.
It is sort of embarrassing.
That's always just something people say when they don't have a high school girlfriend.
I didn't have one.
It's always
I
a
didn't have
justification.
one.
It's always like, yeah, you shouldn't date someone who you have like a very similar.
But she's not
background
hot.
to.
She's annoying. I don't know. I think it's he could probably.
No,
find
I'm just
someone
talking
who's
about
better.
the general anti-high school sweetheart thing. There's never been a person who said that without an ounce of like, I wish I was in love.
Here's my take. Grow up. Oh, you're married to someone from high school? Oh, okay.
Pedophile.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, your teacher. What are you doing? Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it is sort of embarrassing to be like, she was a cheerleader, I was a football player. It's like, okay, that's boring.
Yeah. Well, don't worry, they're not boring because they're both
They're
both
both
so
something
dumb.
that is only said by people who are unhappy.
I mean,
oh, you're in love? Oh, boring.
yeah.
I will say, with them, they aren't boring because they're both so weird. They are weird. They're weirdos. They're not. If they're boring, that'd be cool.
She's not weird, she's Republican.
No, but she's also weird. She
Oh.
sucks. Her kids are named like Gold and Silver or some shit.
No, yeah, she has children. Her
It was my
it's
idea.
gold, sterling. Okay.
Yeah. This is Gold Boswell and
Yeah.
Silver Boswell.
Well, what I like about her kids
Silver
is they did,
Bronze.
so they had golden, and sterling, and now they've had another kid and they named it bronze. Imagine being fucking bronze. Like golden
That's so
is,
funny.
stupid but fine. Sterling, stupid but fine. Bronze is we're really,
Yeah, that's
Also,
really
they,
losing.
are the first two girls?
I don't know. I
No,
think
Sterling's
I
a
think
boy.
golden is a girl, sterling is a boy.
Because
but I'm
Golden,
not
you can
certain.
call her Goldie, like Goldie Hawn.
Yeah,
that's a
it's
name.
not terrible.
Bronze.
Golden and sterling are stupid, but they are still names.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about naming my kids after patterns. It's like, alright, this is Chevron.
This is my son, Blue Ribbon.
This is Houndstooth.
Yeah, this is Paisley.
I
Actually,
thought you were
it's-
gonna say name his kids after
My son,
patterns.
Burberry.
Like, this is a square. That's a
Is that a
pattern.
pattern?
I don't know. This is
know,
Are
big.
you making this
Square
up?
triangle, square triangle.
Yeah, I thought that's what you were gonna do. Where you're like, this is
That was a bad example of a
upward
pattern
arrow.
just being one shape over
This
and
is
over.
my kid Rainbow. He's straight.
Brant Boyer.
This is my hopefully gay son, Rainbow.
Okay, here's my question. It's not on this page. Brant Boyer is from Utah. Do you think he's a Mormon?
I mean, there's a more than 50% chance, I suppose.
Yeah.
But it's none of my business.
He had 13 sacks.
Have you guys seen the way that Utah people, like girls dress? They wear like huge pants, like crazy big. Anyway,
But that's how they dress in Bushwick.
it's
Two.
no, it's even more extreme.
I don't know. People wearing pretty big pants in Bushwick.
Look,
In an ironic way.
I think the Mormons are the trendsetters. They do everything first.
They're being nice.
They invented that.
They dress like Billie Eilish.
No, they do not dress like 50-year-old black men.
They don't dress like American Idol judge.
Randy Jackson.
Randy Jackson.
She's taking it too far.
She can't dress like that.
She
I'm
can't
not
wear a
comfortable with
backwards
it.
news cap and
No,
big
it feels bad. It
glasses.
feels bad. It feels bad.
Okay, who hit it last time?
Me, I did.
I hit it.
It's your turn, Tom.
Go, Tom.
Mahmoud Al-Bahar.
Mahmoud al-Bahar, tell me about...
Born 3rd January 1994.
Sorry.
Is a Syrian football player who plays as a forward for Al Fatua. So he currently plays, which is pretty cool. And I'm hovering over Al Fatua, is a Syrian professional football club based in the city of Deir ez-Zor. Well, this is crazy. He's in Syria playing soccer right now. I don't know how much you guys know about Syria.
Nothing.
Syria is currently in the midst of like a massive revolution. Like they deposed and kicked out Bashar al-Assad.
I actually knew about that.
Yeah, it's like it happened.
He has two goals in international play. Pretty good.
Yeah, but this guy, his life has been turned upside down by them deposing Bashar al-Assad. I bet
This is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. Bashar al-Assad was in power, but then someone knocked him down from his ivory tower.
That's good.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
What the hell?
The weirdest thing about the guys who took over Syria is they are like militant Muslim and they have some connection to ISIS.
Pretty weird.
Are they gonna say it's the weird thing about the guys who took over Syria is they're big soccer fans?
I mean, they're probably a big soccer fans.
I mean, it's probably their favorite sport.
But like, because Bashar al-Assad is evil and did gas crimes and like disappeared people for decades and his family's murderers, like they're still the better alternative. And like there's a bunch of Syrian Christians and they're like, yeah, you can be a Syrian Christian. We don't really care. It's chill.
Yeah.
So somehow like
Pretty chill.
Yeah. Because like normally we would like disagree with them politically, but I think we were like kind of working with them.
Hey, look. Sometimes you gotta vote for the lesser of two evils. That's why I voted for Donald Trump in 2024.
Well, you're an accelerationist.
Soccer kind of brings everybody together.
Alex, you're a big soccer.
That's true.
You're a big
That's
soccer.
true.
You're a
I
big
am
ball.
big soccer, big ball, soccer.
Big ball Alex.
Yeah, what do you think about this guy's 5'7"? Pretty short.
Boswell.
Balls was he?
Alex
Is that your high school
Boswell.
No,
Oh.
no, they.
Oh, wine box Boswell. Box wine.
Boswell.
Boxwine Boswell.
No, they called me my soccer team. They would call me like Owl or like Boz.
Well, that's not that
Al. You
interesting.
can call me Al.
I know it's not interesting. Yeah,
That's
you can
kinda
call
cool.
me Owl.
Well, this current team is Al Fatua.
He's a forward.
Al
Tua.
Hakatua.
Al Fatua Sports on that club.
All right. Anyway, let's go into another article. Alex, why don't you hit a button?
Alright.
Mahmoud, if you want to come on the podcast, you're perfectly welcome.
Okay, last
Sorry about
your
your life getting flipped turned upside down.
Well, it's probably better now, frankly. But the other thing is cool is a lot of time we get athletes and they're just like not actually good athletes or pros or currently playing. This guy's a currently playing pro. Pretty cool.
Solidago Mollis.
Wow, solid Dago Mollis.
Wow, that's fucked up. You can't say that.
A North American.
Sicario
species.
Day of the Solidago.
Sorry, it's I was
Oh yeah, a North American species of flowering plant in the family Asteraceae,
Sure.
Yeah.
known by the common names velvety goldenrod, soft goldenrod, or Ashley goldenrod.
Ashley Goldenrod. That's my high school girlfriend.
I was gonna make that joke. It doesn't sound like that.
It sounds like a very nice kind of earthy girl.
Ashley Goldenrod.
That's right. She's
Oh.
dead now. She ended up on a bus with a bunch of Black Panthers, and then she got AIDS, and then I had to take care of her baby. It was fucked up.
Yep, I'm Forrest Gump.
Oh, it's the native to the central United States and central Canada, primarily the Great Plains, from the Canadian Prairie provinces south as far as Texas and New Mexico.
I've seen the news lately. America doesn't have any Great Plains. Those things keep crashing.
Nice.
I thought you were gonna make like a joke, like the Great Plains, more like the conservative plains.
Great
it's
Plains.
like-
Great Plains. Is that what we call the women there? All right. I'm sorry, guys.
Great Plains. No, I don't have a riff.
Solidago mollis is a perennial herb up to 70 centimeters, parentheses 2.3 feet tall, with creeping rhizomes. Leaves are egg-shaped or lance-shaped. Pretty different shapes. I don't really know how it could be.
Well, lance is just means it has like a spike on it.
Oh, okay.
They're egg shaped.
think of
Like,
like
do
the
you
end-
think that this?
think
when
of
I
the
have
end
a
of the
flower. This kind of looks like the picture.
Wait, so if they're egg shaped, do you
Well,
think
that's beautiful.
the plant is really expensive
Look at the picture.
because of it?
Yeah.
Also
After
that-
freaking Drumpf, dude.
Yeah,
Drumpf's
after-
raising the egg-shaped prices.
After Drumpf.
Yeah. Egg prices are going up. Just luckily, I froze mine. so-
Egg prices, they're the biggest they've ever been, right? That's my Donald Trump impression.
That's so good. You should do that on stage.
Egg
They're
prices,
huge.
they're the biggest they've ever been.
They're
I'm
the
Donald
biggest
Trump.
they've ever been.
I'm Donald Trump. I love
Oh,
eggs.
That's my
Egg
podcast.
prices are so high. I'm Donald Trump.
I've got you're gonna have so many eggs, you're gonna have eczema.
Your fake Trump kind of sounds like Bob Dylan a little bit.
That's what I was trying to do. I was like, the biggest they've ever been.
Hey, the biggest. I was alone. I just saw Complete Unknown, and I was alone in my room yesterday doing my Bob Dylan impression myself.
You gotta respond to these emails.
The Salatigo Malos is covered in soft, fine hairs. Much like my high school sweetheart and Matt's high school sweetheart. It's the same woman we were both in on.
Ashley Goldenrod.
Eskimo brothers. And let me tell you, my rod wasn't the only one that was golden.
Yeah. One plant can produce as many as 300 small yellow flower heads in a branching array at the top of the plant.
Well,
Ashley Goldenrod does sound like a fictional character.
Yeah, that'd be like if I like a bad movie. That's the female.
Yeah, it's like a.
Well, I think it's like a child's character, like a member of like a group of friends that solves mysteries, who's like the hippie one.
Yeah, I was thinking like Bridget Terabithia or something.
Oh yeah.
Her name would be Ashley Golden.
Velvety Goldenrod.
That's Ashley's sultry older sister.
Yeah, that's her underside that she let me see one time, her velvety goldenrod, and it changed my life forever.
Whatever happened to plants? You know, we don't really see that anymore.
It's New York
Alex,
City.
you live in New York
Also,
City.
Because of capitalism.
Well, there's trees behind us, but they're just brown.
Can you believe capitalism, like person who lives in the city? Can you believe capitalism has gotten rid of every tree? There are no more trees.
I did like weirdly relate to it. Like I haven't touched a plant in a while because there's like nature in New York, but you don't want to like touch it because it's gross. Because we're like around gross people all the time.
Well, I feel like I don't know. I feel like
It's only in
trees
New
now-
York. It's only New York around gross people.
Well, I think there's just more gross people in a more confined space.
Yeah.
But I'm one of the
I don't
gross
know. They're
people.
not like sneezing on the trees.
I'm
Wait,
sneezing
what
on the
about
trees.
this? I can't relate to forestation. Is that anything?
What is that?
Deforestation.
Deforestation. Oh fuck, I remember.
So late they go, Mollis.
I was trying to make a joke. It's okay, guys. It's okay.
Okay.
It's maybe next time.
Who's hitting it?
I'll hit it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm not really riffing now.
No, you're doing a good job. This is a great episode.
Don't apologize.
I haven't felt this episode bad the entire time.
Okay.
Except whenever I said my social security number earlier.
Anchidoris muricata is a species of sea slug, a dorid neurid branch, a shellless marine gastropod mollusk in the family Anchirididae.
Well, Lonchidorus, what's the second word?
Muricata.
Wow, what's that guy, the freaking Japanese author, right? Murakami?
I don't know. Probably.
Oh, I like this. There's pictures.
When are we gonna get like Paddington 2?
Now, we never get Paddington 2, but you would get like a Paddington audiobook spin-off, that, like the Doctor Who. We won't get Doctor Who, but we will get a Doctor Who story. Or me and Matt, on the Lost episode, which we haven't posted, got a Barbie
movie.
A Barbie movie that's like a
like one of the animated.
Yeah.
Oh, I love those movies.
Yeah. No, we complimented
Princess
it.
and the Pauper.
Not that one. Anchidoris it looks like it looks gross.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a
sea slug.
little worm. The species was described from Norway. It is currently known from the European coast of the North Atlantic Ocean as far south as the British Isles and the Northwest Atlantic as far south as Maine. It is also in the Northeast Pacific Ocean coast of North America and from Friday Harbor, Washington, south to Lion Rock, San Luis, Obispo County, California. That's kind of...
This shit's all over the place.
The Friday Harbor, Washington, and Lion Rock, that's too specific. Like, they should say from Washington to Northern California,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Friday Harbor, man. Stop plugging yourself on this article for Anchidoris muricata.
Yeah, no one cares about slugs.
Friday Harbor looks nice, though, if you hover over it. It looks awesome.
Those slugs look crazy.
Yeah, they look cool.
Yeah, recently I was sexting abroad, right? And she was saying, oh, you should degrade me, call me some names. And I did a typo and I called her a slug, and it was over.
But then
You dirty little slug.
She could say that on
She's like, that's so mean.
That's pretty funny.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, that was good. They have egg spirals. Freaking expensive spirals, right? I'm just making those jokes all the time. I like how
Hey, the eggs, they're the most expensivest eggs. That's Donald Trump. It's Donald Trump.
This is
That's
currently.
what he talks like.
You can tell. Wow, terrifying. That sounded like
Did you just watch
No,
Joker
I-
too?
Wow, I know. I told Matt about this, but I maybe I told you, but so in the amusement park by where I grew up, it started in the 1930s, and people in the 1930s must have been really depressed because they had like this animatronic large woman called Laughing Sal that would just laugh, and then there was a recorded girl like, but it would just sit there in a box and go just do that
Really?
and laugh and go.
Dudes would be inserting a nickel just to hear Laughing Sal laugh.
It must have been fucking dark, dude. All they had was a plaster woman that would laugh.
Where was this?
Pittsburgh. Just
Just
called
like
Laughing
on the
Sal.
street?
In the
It was in an
1930s.
amusement park.
That's
People would pay
crazy.
tickets to see
Before
Laughing Sal.
they invented roller coasters,
Yeah.
Laughing Sal was the most popular attraction in the park.
This is before the Joker?
No, the Joker probably pretty close because
It's
most
not.
1930s.
It's not similar vibes to the Joker at all, though. It's not evil. It's supposed to be nice.
Oh, really? Just
Yeah.
Well, I don't.
It's creepy.
I actually don't think the Joker's evil. I think he's just being honest.
Yeah.
He's a little bit twisted, but it's all for the right.
He's the clown prince of crime. Is the
Yeah,
thing you have to
sure.
remember.
I like him.
I like. You can tell us
We
our.
talked about the Joker last episode.
Yeah, we got stuff. The Joker. We got the Joker again. We got a Joker article last time. So.
The Joker.
Oh, shit.
He's making the eggs too expensive, right? Like this is Donald
That'd be funny if
Trump.
Donald
This
Trump
is Donald Trump. This is Donald Trump.
Ukraine. They've got the Joker. The Ukrainian Joker. That's what I call Zelensky. He's a comedian. We call him the Joker.
That'd be pretty good.
Whoa.
That'd be pretty good.
No, go back to
You should hit Donald Trump up about that.
No, I just clicked on I'm like hovering over the Onychodoridodia. It's a taxonomic superfamily of sea slugs.
Whoa,
That
a
looks
super
great.
family like the Fantastic Four
Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah, it looks like a big sea slug orgy.
or the
Yeah.
Incredibles.
Oh yeah.
Wait, orgy?
It looks like it, kind of.
Damn. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's a colony.
Yeah. I have that on my wang.
Sea slugs. It must be nice to have sex as a sea slug.
What do they even do? They lay eggs or something?
I'm on a sea slug diet.
They need to talk about how these things fuck. That's kind of annoying. You don't have anything about them fucking.
I mean, I assume it's just, penis and
I mean,
vagina.
yeah,
Classic
they
style.
have
Classic
they have
style.
human-shaped penises and vaginas.
That's what a family looks like.
Oh, that's just good. It triggers me.
Yeah, I'm having sex
That's
classic
good.
style.
Every family looks different.
Reproducing asexually.
Sometimes a family is just 18 dads.
Okay, I'm gonna hit.
Yeah, please. I don't know what to say about slugs.
Oh, we got one. Rue Voltaire Sco.
Oh my god.
No, we got
You
this.
said Voltaire?
Yeah,
Voltaire.
Voltaire.
Like the famous guy.
Yeah.
Or the Pokemon Voltorb.
Rue Voltaire is
Oh, it's
a
a French street.
street in the town of Sceaux in the Hauts-de-Seine. I can't say in France.
Yeah, okay, so the origin of the name of the street was named after Voltaire. The history,
It dates back to 1833.
the original alleyway had a zigzagging path between historical residences, led to both a communal watering point and a wash house.
Okay.
Buddy, you can't have your watering point right next to the bathhouse.
I think we were fucking in there probably at some point, right? Like a couple.
That's what a wash house is for, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, at least happened once.
It's yeah.
Like, there's no way no one fucked in that
Yeah.
bathhouse.
I'm gonna do it.
Like, even if it was mostly not, like, someone did it.
Its route included a notable bend where it skirted the periphery of Chateau des Amberges,
Ooh.
a building built on the foundations of a 16th century country house. The chateau experienced numerous ownership changes throughout the centuries. In 1910, the property underwent its final sale.
What do you mean,
They-
final sale? How do they
It
know
leased
another
the
one's
house
not
to
going to
a
happen?
wine merchant. Yeah, I guess.
It could happen again at any time.
Yeah.
It says that Timothy Chalamet was born on this street.
Well, this is cool. The street was widened again in 1933. The entire site was repaved in the early 2020s. They just repaved this.
Damn, we gotta go.
Probably looks like shit now, dude. They probably did it all woke. They probably repaved it woke.
Yeah, it's just got a bunch of white walls or like a minimalist.
Yeah, it looks like Severance there now.
Yeah, everything looks like I love the word chateau.
The street has pronouns now, right, folks?
Yeah. The notable buildings, the Site Scolaire Marie Curie, a school plot complex built in 1929 in a building donated by the city of Paris. Oh, this is in Paris, I guess. Seemingly.
No, yeah, it's in the town of Sceaux.
Yeah, Hauts de Seine, where it is Paris's western inner suburbs. This is outside Paris.
It looks sick. I'll
It looks
tell you
nice.
that. I would love to walk on this street.
Yeah, but it smells like baguettes. And I bet all the women are beautiful and all the men are disgusting and hairy.
It smells like Emily in Paris.
That's all men and all women.
Yeah, true. Pretty much, actually, I kind of feel that way. Yeah, I like how they're like, guys, they're not for Voltaire, but no reason why.
He's just a cool guy. It's a cool name. I do learn now, and I don't know much about Voltaire. It's just not his name. How did he get that name?
Yeah, that's his nom de plume. Yeah, what kind of fucking assholes like, my name's Francois, which means Frank, but you can call me Voltaire. That's like a Bush.
Wait, his middle name is Marie. That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's a girl middle name. Fucking loser.
Francois, too, is like almost Francis, which is guy or girl. Right, though, Francois.
So we've kind of made no progress then.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a satirist.
He's famous for his wit and his criticism of Christianity and of slavery. I agree. Slavery, bad. Christianity, bad.
Hey, look, let's not lump in slavery with Christianity, okay?
True. They're not really the same. Unless they are. We're all slaves to God. I'm a Christian, but I think we're just slaves.
God doesn't pay me.
Yeah. God forces me to live every day. I want to kill myself. Cut this part out.
Yeah, cut. And break.
Everyone should know. I say it on this podcast now. I will never kill myself.
If Matt
If
dies,
I'm found dead, it was not suicide.
it was me. I did it. It would be Tom, probably first suspect.
Tom is gonna Gene Hackman me.
Wait, what happened with that?
No one knows.
Still, do you know what happened with Gene Hackman? Like, not that he died, but like how he died. Do we know yet?
No one knows. It wasn't a gas leak.
Yeah, I read that like the day after that it wasn't a gas leak. The dog did it and he killed himself.
Well, yeah, because at first they were like, the dog died. I'm like, hey, cool, gas leak. But turns out there were two other dogs. There were two other dogs that didn't die.
Does anyone know about Michelle Trachtenberg either? I think it was
I believe she rejected her liver transplant.
Oh, you heard
Is
liver?
what it
Yeah,
probably
she died.
was.
Of
I don't think that's.
failure,
I don't think that's confirmed, but like she had a liver transplant recently. And so.
Yeah.
That's
It's that.
It
It's
is
also
that's extremely sad.
probably a little bit of malnutrition because she was very underweight in a couple photos.
I feel like it's cool that Gene Hackman was the one who has this mysterious death because at least he was like 95, and you're like, well.
Yeah,
you know.
he was.
Yeah.
I mean, he was old.
I thought he was dead already.
He had a good run.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole plot of Royal Tenenbaums, which is 25 years ago, is that Gene Hackman dies.
Yeah.
And that's 25 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
He was only 70.
he's an
Michelle
old
was like 39.
dude. Yeah, she was a young.
Yeah, she was younger than John
lady.
Mulaney.
I made my 2 straight roommates watch Ice Princess, which you guys.
I know her from Buffy because my mom was a big Buffy stan.
Yeah, she's in a lot of.
She's also in Eurotrip.
She's hot in Eurotrip. I had such a crush
I mean,
on her.
she's hot and like all.
No, but in Buffy, she's like a kid.
Well, yeah,
sister.
not when she's a child.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
fine.
that's
I'll grant you that.
That's what I was saying was in Buffy.
She's also in Pete and Pete.
In Buffy, she's like the kid sister, so she's not attractive. But I was like,
Thanks for making that clear.
well, I watched her when I was like 12. But what I was saying in
Oh, so when
Eurotrip,
you were 12, you thought she was hot.
well, I thought she
Which
was
is fair.
Yeah,
I thought
that's
she was cute or whatever. But like in Eurotrip, she's like she's supposed to be like 18 or in the movie or something. But she like has boobs and she's hot, and she hooks up with this guy that looks like David Spade but isn't.
No, he doesn't look like David Spade. He's just blonde.
No, he looks
The
like
guy
David
looks
Spade.
like
No,
David
He's
Spade.
in 21 too. He's the guy in 21 who is like his friend. He looks like David
okay.
Spade. Check him out.
I also watched Quick and the Dead the other day for Gene Hackman.
Oh yeah, I have to watch Unforgiven and Scarecrow. Those are the 2
Nice.
Hackman ones I have on my list.
Yeah, definitely watch Unforgiven.
You should watch Harriet.
That's one of
Spy.
them good ones.
Yeah, what?
Harriet the Spy, Michelle Trachtenberg.
Yeah.
There's a little baby. No, he's got much more of a surfer affect. I feel like he looks like that guy from another similar teen comedy, Fired Up. Who's also Vaughn in Community. That guy.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Okay, one more.
We can't just make connections.
What are we
Yeah.
at? What are we at hour-wise? I'm checking the time real quick. Yeah, we're an hour 8. We'll do one more.
Yeah, the DVD cover of the movie is Michelle Trachtenberg about to take off her bikini
That's
top.
Also, she doesn't do that in the movie, and then the only scene she does that she flashes, she has a bra on, so it's not even,
All right.
boobs aren't even in it. But I do think she's very attractive.
I got Fujifilm X-T10.
Perfect for you. I feel like you're a film
Yeah.
person.
I like film cameras. I watch Wes
X,
Anderson.
Fujifilm X
XT10.
Yeah.
is a digital interchangeable lens camera announced by Fujifilm on May 18th, 2015, so pretty new. It is a smaller, lighter, and lower priced alternative to the Fujifilm X-T1, its flagship camera. It was made available in an all-black color scheme, in addition to a silver and black color scheme.
Wait, so there's black and then there's all black.
Yeah, I guess that one doesn't have silver.
This is for like Visco girls.
You
I like this camera.
couldn't have made
It's
this camera blue or something.
How much does it cost? Intro price $800, and that's the cheap one. Okay.
Yeah.
No thanks.
The XT10 was largely well received by reviewers, with a small number even rating it higher than the XT1. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Primarily citing the smaller price.
Film cameras are sort of like eggs.
Yeah, they get more expensive under Trump.
Yeah. Oh, the film cameras. I'm gonna make the film cameras expensive.
Just shoot digital.
Donald Trump is so funny.
He's so funny.
He's so like, oh, he's so weird. Like, why is he doing that?
No, yeah, this is I'd love to take a picture of Trump on this film.
Yeah.
Come on, Zelensky, let's take a picture. I'm Donald Trump. I love pictures.
I would just like this camera. This just looks like a nice.
Oh, this is nice. I mean, this seems like it's top of the line for. What
Okay,
it is.
here's an article, or here's a little section. Photos taken with a Fuji
XT10.
XT10.
This is cool.
1. Music live by Jam Project at J-Pop Summit 2015. Yep, looks like they are at a concert. Number 2. Depth of field between statue and background. The statue appears to be some sort of Vincent van Gogh type. He's rusting on the front, but he's got both his ears.
And he's older than Vincent van Gogh. Vincent van Gogh killed himself way before this.
You don't know that for sure.
Wish you got it on camera.
In-camera green filter. There's leaves. There's
The landscape at Casal Mazzano in Italy looks good. That looks good.
Yeah, it looks like, you can take a picture of anything. You can take a picture of a bus,
They got the solar eclipse.
a plant, a statue. Kind of like the 3 main categories of object.
Has anyone filmed like porn on a film camera?
I'm
Oh,
sure.
Yeah, well, they
yeah.
used to. That's the plot of Boogie Nights.
Oh shit! That's
'Cause they went digital.
I forgot
Yeah.
about Boogie Nights.
Yo, it's like the end of A Complete Unknown, where like they're they're showing the first digital porno, and all the guys at the porn convention are like, "Fuck you, Judas! This used to mean something." They're all throwing their
That
cum rags on stage.
That's
That kind of happens that's like a little bit of the plot of Boogie Nights is when it goes digital, the production quality goes down and the money dries up and it gets shittier. Because it used to be like,
Yeah.
because it was art.
Pornography used to mean something, man.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's all about, getting someone stuck in something.
Well-
What's the biggest object we can get someone stuck in?
True.
anyone can film it now on their phone.
Stepsister
Yeah.
stuck in the Holland Tunnel.
Not me.
Giant stepsister.
You get like a Thomas the Tank Engine train set, and then you like one of those things with a bridge, and then you get a real size person. And you shove it under there.
Why are you so big?
And then you make it, and then you like film it like how they film, like those. You ever see how they film fucking claymation and it's like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
tables and everything?
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
that, but with a person. So you film it, and it looks like a giant stuck underneath.
It's
the
like
bridge.
the giant businessman sketch, Jack
Yes.
Handy.
Um,
Have you ever seen
Someone's
that?
already thought of this.
Well, no, it's not. It's not like
Porn.
it's not like gross.
It's not disgusting.
My idea isn't gross. There's nothing gross about human sexuality, Alex.
I also
It's Puritan.
it's kind of woke because it's.
Oh,
like,
I was trying to bring the Hays Code to the podcast, guys.
It's
I hate sex and I love Rubik's cubes.
I hate sex and I hate the makers.
But you guys
For
should watch
making me watch it.
Giant Businessman if you get a chance. It's Phil Hartman. He plays a giant businessman.
Okay.
And
Oh really? He plays a giant
Tom
businessman
Hanks is in it.
in the sketch called Giant Businessman. He plays,
Yes.
That's what he plays.
Tom Hanks is in it, and it's really funny.
Wait, I like this. I want to read the reviews. I want to find funny things. The Verge gave it 8.8. They criticized the camera's
The band?
video. the publication of The Verge gave it 8.8. They criticized the camera's video, saying, quote, "It's clear that Fujifilm is building its cameras for still photography first, and video capability second.
Whoa, come
And
on.
added that for some people, lack of weather sealing might be a deal breaker."
You can't purchase this camera unless you're taking a lens.
Dude,
How am I gonna take
I'm
a
wet
picture?
all the time? How am I supposed to take a picture?
How am I going to take a picture of the cloud raining above me?
True.
Anyway.
Well, it's limited to JPEG output. That does actually suck.
Here's something to
Also,
rip on.
video recording is only 1080p. That's worse than an iPhone.
That is kind of bad.
And so this seems like it is for like artsy pictures, and that's it.
White balance, yes.
White balance. Our society should be more balanced against white people.
Yeah.
No, the white people deserve to be equal. Separate but equal.
Made in Thailand.
Speaking of Thailand, you guys watching the new White Lotus? White Lotus.
No, I'm not.
I'm not trying to watch a show about a bunch of white people.
You watch White Lotus, though.
I watched some of it.
Oh.
I watched the first season and part of the second.
And then you gave up.
Yeah, just kind of. I lost my job at the website, and so I didn't have to keep watching.
That's why I remembered you, because you had to watch it and then make articles based on it.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I wrote an article that I was like, oh, these are like the characters represent evolving views on women, and it was like all completely wrong. Because it was up for the first episode of the season, and it just turned out to be extremely incorrect.
Is Sydney Sweeney in White Lotus?
Yeah, she's in the first season.
Oh, okay. Yeah, her boobs are in it. I saw a clip of that.
I don't think she's topless in it.
No, she's wearing a bikini next to the
Sure,
pool. I
sure.
saw it.
Well,
There
that's
should be
not-
a segment
that's
where
nothing.
you get a slap on the wrist every time you're gross.
That's like, hey, you think Sydney Sweeney's boobs are gross? That's your opinion, okay? I don't think she's not. I think they're.
I think boobs are disgusting.
That would be a fun guy who thinks boobs are gross, or like woman, or anyone.
That's just like a gay person.
No, gay people like boobs. I mean, they're not sexually attracted to boobs, but gay people like boobs like because they're cool.
I mean,
That's what I
probably
heard.
not
That's
all
what
of
I
them.
heard. Boobs
Probably
are
not
cool.
all of them.
I've heard that boobs are cool.
This just in, gay guys think boobs are cool.
If you're gay and you listen to this, and no one's gonna get this far in the episode, but if you're
By the
gay
way,
and you
no
listen
gay
to this,
person is ever gonna listen.
no gay person will listen to this. But if you're gay and you listen to this, please message me and tell me if you think boobs are cool or not.
I think they think they're disgusting. I think a gay guy sees boobs and he throws up.
He's like, what? There's wounds on this person. I don't understand what nipples are.
She has some sort of horrible cancer. It's gross.
Breasts should be flat, but penises should be there too.
Penises should also be flat.
Penises should be flat. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I mean,
What does that mean?
someone should be completely smooth,
Yeah, yeah.
like a Ken doll.
I guess asexual people probably don't like boobs.
I mean,
Do they? Or
I'm
do
sure
they
they're probably
neutral?
neutral on them.
They're
Yeah.
curious about them, but not in a sexual.
Well, I think because
Well, yeah.
of breastfeeding.
I'm
as a
interested
child,
in boobs, but only from a scientific perspective.
I think. What are those? What the? You got ducks in there?
Now, what do these do?
I'm doing boob research.
Now, do I have this? It's like, well, it's complicated.
Here's my. I guess. We all breastfeed as like infants. I mean, not all of us.
Not me.
Some people are bottle fed, but
My
you
mom
can
is
breastfeed.
too old.
True.
Uh,
But because I think
How old is your
people
mom?
inherently are.
Not that old. Well, I don't think she was actually too old. I think she just already had 4 babies and was like, well, fuck
Yeah, it hurts
you.
it.
I'm not going to do that anymore.
But I think because of that, we all are pretty okay with boobs because it's like a source of nutrition, evolutionary in our head.
I hate boobs.
Oh.
If I see a pair of boobs, I'm calling the cops.
That's probably nudity.
And even if they have clothes on,
And the cops are like, is this Matt again?
I just call cops on women constantly.
yeah, we talk about you, the women.
The cops.
Yeah.
Alex is a cop.
Yeah, at
Alex
the
is
police
trying to
department,
get
they talk about me a lot.
That's why you guys brought me in. Cops perspective.
Yeah, well, Blue Lives Matter.
Alex,
Yes.
what's it like when you're walking the beat and a vagrant comes at you?
Hey, tell me about the first time you domed some kid for messing with you.
Hey, you ever take a little bit of the drugs that you confiscate?
I would totally do that. I could never be a cop. I'd always be doing the drugs. Don't let me get the drugs.
Now, when a girl flirts with you when you give her a ticket, does that work?
Sorry, I can't respond because I'm thinking about donuts.
Wow!
Yeah,
Classic police.
it's kind of a big
That's
thing
pretty
that we
funny.
like. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Folks, this has been Riffipedia. Thank you so much for listening. If you're listening, we've had our very funny friend Alex Boswell on with us. Alex, do you have anything to promote to the people?
Come to Cash Prizes on March 7th at Cassette.
Will the episode
Yeah,
be out
maybe
by
do your
then?
14th show.
Oh, yeah.
Do your show on the
Oh,
14th.
I forgot. Yeah, come to come to Riff City March 14th.
Yep, it's another show I'm not booked on. Anyway, guys, let's close out the podcast.
Booked out.
I love you guys. I love everyone who's listening. Riffipedia forever.
Thank you.